Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry, 24/7 shopping available. 160920 is the code. Show her some love, like she showed us.
All right, and hello, and welcome to Sunday Nights Between the Ropes. Sorry we missed last week. Some technical issues, and we tried to go on later, and still couldn't get them fixed. But we are back. Only half the crew's here. Ace and Mess Around. Hopefully, Mess Around gets on. Just got some things coming up. So Plan B is here. I'm the host, Big B, along with the EST of Between the Ropes. Christy, how you doing?
Doing good. I'm eager for tomorrow night, not because of Raw, but because my team is playing tomorrow.
Yeah.
I know. Who cares about the Cowboys Giants Monday night?
Yeah, who cares about Monday Night Football? It's wrestling talk. So,
exactly.
But Christy Bacon's behind scenes. He may jump here on and off. So, but it's mainly going to be me and Christy tonight. So, Christy, let's get into last week's Raw. And give us the first match.
First match, Bobby Lashley versus Seth Rollins for the United States title. Lashley retained, and if I remember watching this correctly, Matt Riddle stuck his nose in there.
Yes, he did. If I remember right. I mean, no doubt Lashley was going to win. I mean, I guess I could have saw some way they could have put the belt on Riddle and gave Lashley, taking it off, and had Riddle and Seth Rollins at Extreme Rules for a match for the title, but like you said, I mean, good match. I mean, both guys could
really
perform
good
really
match.
well.
I mean, I was reading on this on social media, and people were just, based on what I was reading, they were going nuts. They were saying this is really a banger.
Yeah, no, it was a real banger to start off with.
Good
this
way.
feud with Rollins and Riddle, I'm starting to believe like it's more and more real than a storyline. I mean, I don't know. And the way WWE's putting it on as a storyline, come to find out, I think it was after the match or after the next match, Rollins accepted
Riddle's challenge for I think it's called a fight pit match at Extreme Rules.
Yeah, so I'm guessing it's going to be some kind of MMA style match in a cage kind of thing. So, so Chrissy, what do you think that match is going to turn out to be like?
Hopefully, maybe better than their Clash at the Castle match, which was really good. Hopefully, Riddle can keep his personal anger under control this time around because he's going to be in the environment he used to be in before he went to WWE.
Yep.
No doubt. The MMA thing, it's definitely his territory.
Yeah, no doubt it is. I'm with you, Chrissy. I think, like I said, this is a real personal grudge between the two. They're playing it off really well. So, all right. So let's move on to the second match.
This is not just kayfabe. This is not just a storyline. This is real beef between these guys.
I'm starting to believe it is. I mean, I was like 50-50 at first, but now I'm really thinking, and WWE is doing their best. Triple H is doing his best to play along. So,
they're really playing along. All right, next match: Kevin Owens versus Austin Theory, and Theory continues his bad luck. He gets beat by KO. This guy cannot catch a break since he's won the briefcase. He just cannot catch a break.
Yeah, sooner or later they're gonna either have to have him cash in or somebody's got to challenge him for the case. Yeah. I know Ace has said they've done this over and over again with a lot of the heels. They go on a string of losing, then all of a sudden they cash in. I don't know. I don't see them having Austin Theory cash in, but again, who knows what? Yeah. Triple H right now is definitely pulling out all the strings. So, what do you think, Chrissy?
I'm just tired of Theory having that briefcase. Is either have a match at Extreme Rules for the briefcase, or just have Theory cash in at Crown Jewel. If say Roman or Logan, doesn't matter whether Roman Reigns or Logan Paul wins their match.
Yeah.
Just get it off of Theory because this is getting ridiculous.
Yeah, we'll definitely get into that big main event at Castle. Hi, Gene. We're doing good. We're missing Viper, so maybe you can reach out to him and force him to get on here. So
yeah, exactly.
All right. So what's the next match or promo we had coming up?
All right, this is just the match card. It's the Brawling Brutes,
Okay.
which is Ridge Holland and Pete Dunne, who I will never call Butch. I don't care. I will never call him Butch. beat my boys, the Street Profits. The
Yeah,
Brawling Brutes did not want the smoke.
Yeah, they're definitely getting a big push. I think we're going to see a clash here between those guys, the Brawling Brutes and the Usos down the road here. So,
I mean, probably going to result in a title match at some point down the line.
yeah, who knows? But yeah, great match again. Wish the Profits. I don't know. They seem like they're getting pushed. They're getting booked. I mean, I don't know, but good luck to the Brawling Brutes.
Exactly. Okay, next match, Judgment Day, which is Finn Balor and Damian Priest with Rhea Ripley and her boyfriend Dominic Mysterio again to beat Riddle and Rey Mysterio.
With a little involvement of Rollins too, right?
I don't know.
I thought he came out towards the end of that match.
He might have.
If I remember it. If anybody is watching, please correct us.
Yep.
It's been a week.
Yeah.
Because then I think that's where the challenge was accepted, was backstage after that.
Yeah, it was backstage after, and these two just started trying to murder each other, and security had to come in and try to pull them apart. And that's when I think Riddle made the challenge for the fight pit match at Extreme Rules, and Rollins said, "You know what? I accept."
Yeah. So outside of that, the match itself, I mean, great storyline going, great action. We did find out Edge is going to be out for some time, so that's probably why Riddle was the partner. I don't know what else they could do with this storyline. I mean, sooner or later, we're going to have to get a Rey and Dominic match.
Yep.
Somehow, I don't think Extreme Rules is going to be it. They'll probably be a Survivor Series or
probably
maybe the next pay-per-view after that. But
maybe we'll see what happens.
Yeah, definitely a good storyline going on. So.
Oh yeah. Okay, this looks like this is the last match for Raw. Is Bayley versus Alexa Bliss. Bayley had Dakota Kai and Io Shirai with her, while Alexa had Asuka and Bianca Belair with her, and Bayley beat Alexa. I think they might have done some sort of promo at the beginning of the show where Bayley said, "You're just a shell of your former self."
Yeah, the promo that came out, Bayley was they were doing a celebration with the tag champs.
Yep.
Of course, Alexa and those girls came out and shell your former self, all that. Alexa said, "Well, fine, let's fight tonight then." So the girls could put on a good match. All six of those girls definitely could, throw down, throw some good matches.
They can go.
So, and then I think at the end there, if I recall, Bayley told Bianca that she wants a match at Extreme Rules for the title.
After she beat Bianca up, yeah.
Oh, yeah. They destroyed them.
Yeah, they destroyed Bianca, and then the match is set for Extreme Rules.
Yeah. So there was a promo, Miz TV popped on.
Yep. And someone cut a hole in the ring with a really nasty-looking knife.
Yeah, they were calling out Dexter Lumis, and it comes up through the bottom of the ring.
Boo!
Tried to attach. I still do not know what is going on.
I don't know.
With Lumis, this whole storyline, what's going on? There is rumors floating around, which we'll get to towards the end of our show here. So, so that is Raw. Raw, I still think, it's pulling in some good ratings, but I still think they're second best right now, possibly third best with NXT that we don't talk about too much, but
no.
But anyway, so let's roll it over to SmackDown.
Monday Night Raw is going up against Monday Night Football within the NFL season. It's always a challenge for WWE to compete with something like that. Yeah,
and to have an opening match like, Bobby Lashley and Seth Rollins definitely was helped kick it off. So I see them stirring into more of those main event type matches early and then close out with a banger. So, so let's go to SmackDown.
All right, SmackDown match. Liv Morgan versus Lacey Evans. Liv beats Lacey. Liv goes berserk and beats up Lacey with a kendo stick. Crashes into her, I think either through a table or a ladder, and she is telling Ronda Rousey, "You know what? I can get extreme too."
Yeah,
Ooh.
I think I did kind of miss this match. I did read about it.
Yeah, I saw the clips.
I don't know. I don't know this whole Liz Morgan going extreme,
Mhm.
kind
Well, I
of thing.
think
I mean,
that Ronda
granted, I know
said,
it's a
"You're not
character.
extreme, you don't have it."
Yeah,
And Liv's like, "Oh, really? Let me show you."
yeah. So I still think Liv will drop the belt at Extreme Rules to Ronda because they want. I know I'm moving it too, but they
Yeah.
want Shayna and Ronda in a match.
Yeah.
So we'll see where that goes. So
Oh yeah. All right. So next match is the New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods against Mason Mansoor, aka Maximum Male Models. And the New Day beat him, and this was so ridiculous. I'm like,
and
what are
didn't
you doing?
LA Knight or whatever he calls himself
Max
now
Dupree, yeah, he went off,
went
and
berserk? Yeah,
he went off.
yeah. That storyline's got to go. One,
Yeah.
the Maxim models. Those two guys don't even fit together.
Nope.
I mean, it was what? No, who was it? Mace from Retribution,
Yep. And
and then of
Mansoor,
course
who's usually,
Mansoor.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
usually taken. Usually, he has really good matches in Saudi
Mhm.
Arabia when they do the Crown Jewel events over there.
Yeah. I think this would have worked if they would have done like Mace and like an Austin Theory type, a guy that
Yeah.
fits. Mansoor, don't get me wrong, good, athletic. I
Mhm.
just don't think the stable worked out. Even or Max Dupree, if he
Mhm.
would have been a part of the male models as a wrestler, I mean,
It would have probably worked a little better, but this
yeah,
is just one of
I
those.
think
It's just,
Mansoor is the odd man out in that one.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I think
Outside
Triple
of
H is
that,
gonna have to disband it at some point.
good match. It's good to see that New Day got a win.
Yay.
I know they've been battling with the Viking Raiders for it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
We
so
have.
yeah. So overall, what do you think of that match, Christy?
Not a bad match. I'm glad New Day got a win. Maximum Male Models needs to go away
Yep,
forever.
they do. They sure do.
Bye.
Yep.
All right, next one: Braun Strowman versus Otis, and this was way too obvious. Otis died pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah,
Braun
Braun
Strowman
Strowman.
just
I mean,
destroyed him.
don't give me Otis has got some power to him, and
Mhm. He does.
for a short guy, not
Mhm.
Strowman size, I think he held his own. But
Yeah, he did.
Braun Strowman, they're building to be the monster again.
Yep.
Which again is getting back into some rumors everybody's been seeing on Facebook, which we'll talk about
Yep.
here shortly.
Oh yeah.
So, all right. So what's
Okay.
next match?
Next match is Raquel Rodriguez. I almost said Gonzalez. Raquel Rodriguez versus Dakota Kai. And this was a squash match. Raquel beat her ex NXT tag team partner pretty easily.
Yeah. Gonzalez is another one, or Rodriguez. Sorry, you got me on that. I hope they go back to her regular name.
Yeah,
but
Gonzalez.
anyway,
This Rodriguez thing it's not working.
I think I don't know what they're kind of doing with her because they put her in a tag team, they get the titles, they take belts off of her. Now they're gonna push her as a solo.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong, great athlete, great performer.
Yep.
A lot of the ladies when they come up, they, at least I haven't noticed a lot of botch moves, a lot of slow matches. I mean, especially with her, she seems like she's got her head on her shoulders.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, she's really good, and she definitely deserves a singles push. I don't know, having her go up against Dakota, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
No idea. All right, next match: the Usos with Sami Zayn and Solo Sikoa beat the Brawling Brutes to retain both tag team titles. Ridge Holland and Butch, or
yeah, and didn't if I remember, didn't Sammy get involved a little bit in this one?
He did.
Yeah. So we'll talk about that promo too that they cut.
Yeah.
Good match. Somewhere down the road, we got to see the Usos lose something. I mean,
exactly.
And too bad for the Brawling Brutes. I mean, they'll probably get another shot here down the road, but
I don't doubt it for a minute.
Yeah. So, and that was a main event, wasn't it?
It was. It was the main event.
So earlier they had a promo. Of course, Roman comes out with everybody, and he called out Sequoia, and he wanted him to acknowledge him. So the elderly brought him.
Yep.
or the elder statesman, I should say,
Hmm.
brought him, and Roman accepted that and said, "Well, now you got to accept me as your tribal chief." And kind of got a look on his face, like, and I know that's kind of his character, being a street fighter. They claim,
Yep.
like he didn't want to, but he did accept him.
Yep.
And then Sami Zayn piped in, and Roman's, kind of was dogging him at first, saying, "Why are you
Yep.
speaking now?" And
Yep.
Jay, I think, or Jay, I think, is having
Jay's the one who's having issues with Sammy.
yeah. So he ripped
hanging
off
around
the
with the Bloodline.
bloodline shirt because Roman said he doesn't want to see him in that shirt anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And then he flips him a shirt that says "Honorary Uce"
I
on
saw
there.
that. I'm like, that's so stupid.
Yeah.
Because let's face
So-
it, Sami Zayn is gonna get his ass handed to him by the Bloodline. It's only a matter of when the WWE decides to pull the trigger on that one.
And I actually thought that was going to happen
Yeah,
that night.
I did too.
So that actually leads me to the first rumor, because that was a conclusion on SmackDown.
Yeah.
So the first rumor I've been seeing revolves around the Bloodline, that it's going to be the Bloodline versus Sammy, KO, who did I see? Gargano,
Gargano.
and the third guy, Ciampa at Survivor Series.
Yeah.
So, what do you think of that? I mean, the Bloodline versus what they call the traveling Bloodline or something like that, or the guys that travel together. So,
Right.
so
Against
what?
Ciampa and Gargano, otherwise known as DIY. I don't know.
Yeah. So that, I mean, honestly, if that match is a good rumored match, I think that would be a good Survivor Series match.
It would be. I
I mean,
definitely
because
think it would
definitely
be.
they got to kick Sammy out sooner
Yeah.
or later.
They've got to kick him out, and the Usos have got to have got to lose those tag team titles, because it's the same with Roman. They've held on to him for so long; it's getting stupid.
At least, if not both of them, they got to split them up. I mean, I
At least
think
split
that's what a lot of fans want.
Mm-hmm.
Or unify them, get them one belt, and then have Rob bring out
Yeah.
new titles again. I
yeah.
don't know.
I don't know
So,
either.
but so let's get into the biggest rumor, or not rumor anymore. It's official. Logan Paul is going to face Roman Reigns at Clash of the Castle for the titles.
Yikes!
Chrissy, I know. I think we both had the same feeling. So
Stupid.
I know one thing, if I remember from his press conference when he signed, is that he said that he had some say in his character, some say in matches. And one thing is, I'm not going to doubt Triple H, because one, I'm not in his shoes, haven't been.
Yep.
I mean, as a fan, I think this is the wrong move, but
It is a wrong move.
Triple H has good business sense. I mean, he's driving. I mean, it's going to put butts in the seats, because everybody's going to want to see Logan Paul face Roman Reigns. It's going to buy him views. Any chance Logan Paul gets a title at this match?
Slim to absolutely none. He's not going to win it. And if he does, then Austin Theory's probably going to run in with the briefcase cash in, and then he's going to walk out of Crown Jewel with the title. But I don't even think that's even going to happen, because if Theory even so much as tries, it's going to fail.
Well, yeah, because you got the Bloodline backing up. Well, who knows? I mean, maybe. Usos, who knows if they can travel, because we know of all the restrictions and stuff. Sammy and Sequoia there. I mean,
I don't think Sammy is going to go to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, who knows? But yeah, again, I do not. I don't see any way. I should say any way possible, because I do have a wild take, but I don't think it'll happen at Clash of the Castle. My take, but I do think it will. My take will happen.
Okay.
So we'll get into my take, and it's nothing I've seen on social media or anything. It's something I just kind of took from SmackDown when Sequoia accepted Roman Reigns. He just kind of looked annoyed.
Yeah.
So I know everybody wants to see Rock and Roman at
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania for a title, not for a title.
I would go not for a title.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a title, but I believe that they want it for a title. So here's my wild take: is I think somewhere between after Survivor Series, around Royal Rumble time, once they can confirm if Rock will not be in WrestleMania, we're going to see a Sequoia turn on the Bloodline, and that'll be the WrestleMania match.
Wow. And I kept thinking the most likely person to turn on the Bloodline would have been Jimmy Uso, because I always suspected he was never fully into it in the first place. But
Yeah.
maybe
No, I just think because now they're bringing the elderly statesman sent them and to help out.
Yeah.
So so now at some point, if Rock doesn't officially commit to WrestleMania because of things, I can see them doing, as we always call, and Triple H calls, Plan B. That would be Sequoia turning on the Bloodline because the elders tribal chiefs sent him. So now we're gonna have the battle of the Young Gun versus Roman Reigns, battle of tribal chiefs for title and stuff like that at WrestleMania. Again, wild take, didn't hear nothing. That's just me throwing something out there. Just because I just don't think Logan Paul. I don't think I think it's too early.
Way too early.
And again, if it's promoted right and the storyline fits, and they do put a title on Logan Paul in his first match or second match or whatever, his first or second singles match, then I want to see it grow. I want to see what they do, because it's not going to be like a David Arquette thing. It ain't going to be comedic. I mean, we've seen Logan Paul. He can hold his own, especially for a young guy or young in the wrestling business.
Oh, yeah. Just as The Miz. The Miz got a real good idea of what Logan Paul can do in the ring.
Yeah.
And he's
again, I wouldn't second guess Triple H for putting a title on. I just don't see how they can. Unless they build it up good. I mean, they got until what? October?
Right around there.
Is it October? I thought.
I don't remember.
No, Extreme Rules, and then it's Clash at the Castle at the end of November.
Is October 8th, I think. Yeah.
November, I think, is Clash at the Castle. Yeah. So they got a good month to promote it and do something to make us believe Logan Paul has a chance. I mean, so
it up, or else fans like us are not going to be invested into it.
Yeah, they definitely got boosted up. So let's get into the other big rumor that is out there, and that's with the White Rabbit. We've seen the codes. People have posted the codes on what they meant. Who took the first one was who took the world from me or something like that. And you did. So a lot of people are thinking, and I think most people are right. I think it's Bray Wyatt coming back soon.
But here's something else that I heard. They're looking at, like, Karrion Kross's past. He was known as the White Rabbit.
Oh, so really? I did not know that.
Might be something to think about. It might
not
be.
What
might be. But then again, that's just based on what I've read. Other than that, it could be.
That's what I was going to get at too, is because people are posting. What if the Fire Funhouse animals come to life, or his puppets?
Yep.
Scarlet being what was the woman? Sister Abigail.
Right.
Lubis would be the duck-looking one or the eagle-looking one.
Something like that.
The Mallard. Is that what it was called?
Something like that. And then
Braun Strowman was going to be Husky Harris or whatever.
Yep.
And then the White Rabbit would end up being Karrion Kross.
Yeah, exactly.
I tell you what, if that stable is legit and Wyatt comes back and that's the stable that he brings back, oh my God, that's huge.
God.
Hold
on, it's going to be one hell of a ride.
But the thing is, I don't think Karrion Kross needs to be part of a stable right now.
No, I mean, he's already doing it.
And if he was, I would rather.
I don't see it happening.
Yeah, and I'd rather see Karrion Kross be a part of Judgment Day than I would that.
Ooh. Speaking of Judgment Day, I think during Raw there was a segment that aired where it was Finn Balor asking AJ Styles, "Do you want to be part of the Judgment Day?" And AJ looks at him like, "What, are you dumb?"
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Exactly. They were.
AJ Styles, Finn Balor are both members of the Bullet Club in New Japan a long time ago, but that's a long time ago. Things are different now.
Yeah. No, I don't see AJ. I don't see it because it all started with them turning. AJ said he turned his back on him, and Finn's
Yeah.
like, "No, I never turned your back on you. You know, I did this right now." And so I don't think AJ. I really think that if they are going to add another member,
hmm
for some reason, and maybe it's because Riddle's been involved with them quite a bit. I think it's going to be Seth Rollins, and come in and be like the new face of. I mean, right now it looks like that Finn's the leader. Actually, they kind of all three kind of act like the leader,
Yeah.
but
The follower.
you know, yeah, it just I don't know. It just hunched me, that is setting up to be Seth as the next
Could be.
member, but
Yeah.
But outside of that, the White Rabbit. Hopefully, I was kind of hoping they would reveal something more on SmackDown, but they revealed some minus numbers.
Yep.
I don't know if that really meant
like that.
Oh, it could have been, yeah. So I don't know. Maybe the coordinates. Maybe I missed the post. Maybe that means Clash of the Castles or Extreme Rules. I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah. So, but I think everybody's on the point that it is Bray Wyatt coming back. Wyatt family, I don't know.
You can't have the Wyatt family. I mean, Luke Harper, God rest him.
Yep.
He's gone. Yep. I don't see that happening again.
Yeah.
Because Luke Harper was irreplaceable.
Yeah, and the whole puppet thing's coming to life. I could see that, and
Possibly.
like you said, I mean, if Karen Cross was the White Rabbit in previous, which I didn't know that, so that could be more to that story there. So
maybe.
But outside that, Chrissy, any other rumors or anything you want to throw out there that
we don't mention NXT a lot. What did you think of Solo Sikoa having to relinquish the North American title and then setting a ladder match for Halloween Havoc for that championship?
Yeah, that kind of shocked me a little bit. It doesn't make sense, and they put it on him a week beforehand or 2 weeks, and then they relinquishes it.
Mm-hmm.
That part I don't understand, but again,
he was not supposed to be a part of that match. That was voted by fans on who Carmelo Hayes' opponent was going to be. It was supposed to be Wes Lee.
Okay.
But then Sikoa stuck his nose in, and he ended up in the match, and he won.
Okay.
And Shawn Michaels had to say, no, you were not supposed to be a part of that match. Rules are rules. Give the title back.
Yeah. So, I still don't.
I don't get it.
Yeah. And especially if they're trying to make
that take a SmackDown where, if Bloodline has more gold, but then you take it away from him.
Yep. Yeah. So, that kind of threw me off a little bit. But outside of that,
crazy.
Yeah. So outside of that, I haven't heard any other rumors. I mean, a lot of things floating around the White Rabbit.
Same here.
What I haven't even really heard of any names really that's been rumored to come back. I mean, Bray Wyatt's the biggest one, but I know
rumors
I know
Malachi Black got his conditional release from AEW, and there's rumors going around that he might be coming back, but I think he's still under contract with AEW, but they've left the door open for him. So because Malachi Black has some mental health things that he needs to focus on, and wrestling isn't really going to help him at this point. He's not 100% in it right now at the moment.
Yeah, and then actually, I know we talk mainly WWE on this show.
Yeah,
but Bobby Fish got released from or quit AEW. I don't know. I've heard both stories. He got released. He quit.
They couldn't come to a contract agreement, and they decided to he and
let him walk.
It's just better to part ways. He later showed Impact.
That's what I was going to get at. Impact, and there was rumors too. I forgot who put him out there. Some AEW guy or some wrestling reporter. That Fish actually tried to talk Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly to quit with him.
Yep.
Or quit their contracts and then go back to WWE. So AEW's got some fires to burn out really quick.
There was another around Buddy Matthews, who's part of the House of Black faction.
Yep.
He was planning on leaving, but he posted a tweet going, "No, it's not true." He's not
Yeah.
going anywhere. Because I think it was on Rampage on Friday, they had their match against, I think, a Sting, Darby Allin, and then the Great Muta shows up and spits in Buddy Matthews'
Yeah.
face.
Yep. Yeah,
I
great
don't know
Buddha.
if that was
Yeah.
to write him off or just kind of change the direction of everything because Malachi isn't going to be there for a while or so. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. Malachi Black again, unknown free agent at the time.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what happens there. I know he has expressed interest that he wants to go back, and
Yeah, especially
Triple H has sent out feelers. I mean, that's what sparked the whole
I heard the rumors.
AEW emailing WWE and telling them to stop messing with their talent while they're under contract. So,
I think Tony Khan actually confirmed that the AEW actually did that, saying, "Hey, stop it, don't tamper."
Yep, exactly. I think he definitely. Yeah. So. Well, with that being said, guys, Chrissy, I don't have anything more. I mean, I know we were, typically go an hour, but just us talking and we covered Raw, we covered SmackDown, we covered the rumors. Next up is Monday.
Yep.
I haven't heard nothing, no big surprises. I haven't heard anything. Have you heard any speculations? Okay.
I think there's one match for Monday Night Raw. I think it's AJ Styles. I'm trying to remember who he's going up against. Could be Damian. I think it's Damian Priest, but that's the only match I've really heard of. Anything else, they're keeping it under wraps.
And which they should. That's one thing about the internet. Stuff gets out there, and then
and you get the spoilers getting posted, and it really it's a real bummer.
Yeah. So with that being said, Chrissy, final thoughts on wrestling and.
Final thoughts. This actually not a bad week of wrestling, and hopefully this week is just just as good, maybe even better.
Yeah, exactly. So keep tuning in. Definitely we'll cover next week's Raw and SmackDown next week. Tuesday Night Mania, we'll cover a little ECW or not ECW, AEW Impact with our guys from Top Row Collectibles, William and Joe, and. With that being said, Ace, mess around. Hope you guys are feeling okay. I know Ace, you've been under the weather. Mess around, I know you have too. But with that being said, check us out next week on Between the Ropes. Have a good night.
Good night.